They're gonna make me watch it again! Oh my god! I can't even fast forward through this. How's it going, guys? We are back with Ace Attorney. It is currently May 29, 2022, 5:15 p.m. Let's see if we can finish this game today. I think we're only a couple more hours away from finishing it. Let's see if we can finish it. February 24, 9:41 a.m. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. All the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time, and a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long. How did it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's right. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye, we found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Talk about a handprint? Blood-stained handprints? You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, we're gonna have to accuse Marshall. We have to play the cards we're dealt, isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. February 24. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Alright. I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office, yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now, that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the blah blah blah. Ah! Emma Skye? You're calling Emma? I mean Lana? Oh. Officer Meekins. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sorry, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. What are you doing, though? I am what you'd call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly understand. What's going on? Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Yes, sir. There we go. His ID badge is literally the same pose he's doing right now. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room. I spotted a suspicious man in the security room. I was only doing what I was trained to do. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and I did it. After I passed out, until another officer smashed me awake. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department. Yes, I'm in charge of hiring new recruits. Which meant that many officers were given special tasks. Guarding the Blue Badger. Yeah, I don't have to see it. I know what it is. I know what it is. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. Oh, I forgot to. Oh my god. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Where is it? 4989596. It's afterwards. It's being used twice. Alright. Bro, who's the lucky guy that just has 7s? Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And then 24 minutes later. Alright. I was only doing what I was trained to do. I was suddenly attacked. Fought for my life and I did it. After that I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. This is what he was telling us yesterday. Boy, I totally forgot to... I'm blanking out. Can you tell us exactly what happened to you with the knife? What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I don't really look the type, but I'm into kung fu films. The man let his guard down, so I snatched his knife. Spun him around, performing a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. Huh. Next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then, the next thing I knew, he punched me right in my face. Officer Meekins, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning. The chief. What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. It's a videotape. Footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection!
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and it was told it had been mistakenly erased. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like the communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh, here we go. We're gonna watch a video? That's new. Oh, what? Yeah, that's how you know this is on the DS, man. The Game Boy could not handle this. Look at those 3D models. What's going on? This is actually kind of cool. I've never seen this in an Ace Attorney game. Bro, you got knocked out cold, bro. was that wriggling piece of plywood? That was the blue badger. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Alright. How do we use that as evidence? Alright. His face can't be seen in the video, but there's no question that was Goodman. He opened the locker, which required his fingerprint. That was unquestionably his locker, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. Alright. Each detective needs a fingerprint. We know this. The victim at the crime scene would have had to have been Goodman. Very well. Alright. Let's go cross-examine him. Sir. He didn't see his face. You never actually saw Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing, or... Meekins! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain. You claim that the man who brandished the knife on you was Goodman. Tell us why you're so positive. Is there no other way to open them? No. They only respond to fingerprints. How do you know that information? Heard rumors from people in the know. People in the know? The workers in the department, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Goodman. However, the most important detail is not shown in the video of the man's face. I don't understand why the man's face is so important. It was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock, and it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body. Alright. Unless the defendant can find a problem with it. Alright. There's a problem. One thing in particular seems rather strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. I have a proposal. Okay, I was gonna do that anyways. So what evidence can we present? Oh my god. I actually don't know. I'm just winging it. Of course it blocks his face. Is it because it didn't light up? It's already lit up. It lights up when it's open, right? Yeah, it's already lighting up. It's already lighting up. There we go. As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. Because it's already open. Light turns on, the lock is released. If so, then something is seriously wrong. And the victim reaches for the handle to open the door. It's already open! Look at that. That's crazy. What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. The locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, the sensor is triggered and the locker is automatically locked. Well, it wasn't locked. It wasn't closed. Why wasn't locker locked? Maybe something like a jam, something jammed the system's sensor? There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Oh my god. Why wasn't it? Oh, it's because of the thing. Take that! I was holding it open. If we have to watch this another time. Something fell out of the locker, yeah. Objection! We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. The sensors trigger the lock when the door is shut. If something was inserted between the sensor and the door, they're gonna make me watch it again! Oh my god! I can't even fast forward through this. It wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Yeah. 2 or 3 times I get stuck in the door when I get out of my control vehicle and set the door closes and blah 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 blah. There need to be an insulator. It's a rubber glove. It's a rubber glove. It's an insulator. Look, look. Look at that. Rubber glove. That's an insulator. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Here so. Order! So we are to believe that the victim whom the witness stabbed in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman. Not be misled, Your Honor. The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course. Begin your testimony. Oh, here we go. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Five 842-189. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid? Yes. Okay. Is that card hanging from one of your neck things? Blah, blah, blah. If someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that, maybe I wouldn't wear it around my neck. This is the record the witness referred to. Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. He didn't show me any ID card. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. Then he wouldn't have any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. I'm assuming the problem is because... No, because it was found at the prosecutor's office. Objection! I have the ID card of the victim right here, found at the crime scene. When I say crime scene, I'm talking about the parking lot. I have one more piece of evidence to present as a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. It shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime, something important enough to fill out this report. I believe there's something to be his ID card. I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. Yeah, he wasn't carrying his card. You know why? Because he didn't remember what his number was. Look. Where we go? Look. He couldn't remember what his number was because he didn't have his ID with him, so he couldn't fill out the ID. This is all me. It can only be one thing. That's what very much thought. He was looking for his ID card. It was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. I bet it was Gant. I bet Gant was the dude. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Allow me to summarize the argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the office room, in the evidence room, was not Goodman. There's two things to support this. The locker was already opened, and they lost their ID card. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. Well, no one died in the video. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lena Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used to murder. I don't know. I can't read today. I cannot read today. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap in the beginning. Who exactly was the victim Meekins encountered, or this person disappeared to? Just so. Objection! Dun 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 dun. Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Well, I almost walked into the prosecution's trap. Why can't I read today? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. I mean, I didn't see any dead bodies. Do I have to watch this again? Can we please stop watching this? However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. This court order examines further the witnesses are necessary. We have not prepared any other witnesses, blah blah blah. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. The defense would like to request a witness. Someone we have the reason to believe knows the truth. Truth behind the activities, blah blah blah. Jake Marshall.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the request, blah blah blah. Very well, the court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, okay, blah blah blah, we're in recess. Ooh, that was messy. There's no stopping you, is there, right? You called for Jake Marshall, it seems you figured everything out. You're the one who knows everything. Emma. You knows everything, why don't you just tell us? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? I'll come back later. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making detective run around over there on duty and blah blah blah. Hi! I didn't see you in there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. Oh ho 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 ho! You mean this big stack of papers? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. But I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files. I need them, I knew. But Lana, I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with those serial murders. Wow. That's the classification number police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark, no, Lana, that's over with, no! Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Everyone involved in this case is connected. I bet it's Jake Gant. I mean, whatever his name is, Gant. I bet he's the baddie. Dun, 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 dun. All right, to be continued.